Hello, happy crafters. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making these cute little cross earrings. I did go to a craft show this weekend and a lot of people seem to like them, so I try to share what I think is popular in crochet just so others can benefit off of what I have. Again, this is Kay's Crochet Boutique, also known as Crochet Unusual. If you are using the hashtag, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that you can get all of my updated videos and patterns. And if you are looking for any written pattern, you can definitely go to my shop on Etsy, and it's going to be Crochet Unusual, one word, or I can put the link in the description. Today, like I said, we're going to do these very cute, very easy cross earrings. They take about 10 minutes to work up. I am going to use my artiste thread today just because I feel like it's a little bit easier. I really hope you guys can see the pattern because I'm using black, but you can use anything. Like I said, I don't really have a craft supply store in my area. If you all know any good vendors, I am always interested in purchasing, and I do try to do my reviews online just to let others know, how good those vendors are. I'm going to use my 2.25 millimeter crochet hook today, and hopefully you guys can see it. I did the video before, but I did not like how it turned out. I kind of turn my work inwards and forget that I'm supposed to be showing someone how to do the video. But you're going to start out with your basic slip knot, and then we're going to chain 5. Excuse me. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and chain 5, and then you're just going to basically slip stitch into the very first chain stitch that you did, and then we are going to chain 3. And on this part of the pattern, we're pretty much just going to be working our way back into that loop that we just created with those chain 5 and that slip knot. So we are going to do 2 double crochets into the circle. 1 and 2. That first chain 3 is going to be our first. It's going to pretty much represent our first double crochet, so it's going to look just like that. And then we're going to chain 3, and we're going to repeat that process 3 times. So right now we're going to do 3 double crochets into the circle. 1, 2, and 3. I'm trying not to do it too tight, but I have to crochet tight mentally. I don't know why. Chain 3 after your second set, and then again that same process, 3 double crochets into that circle. 2, and then the third one, and then chain 3 for our last set of double crochets into that same circle. 1, trying to make sure you guys can see. 2, and then our very last double crochet, and just try to stretch it out a little bit. You're going to create a bit of a square when you're making this pattern, when you're starting it out. And then to connect the ends, you're just going to chain 3 and slip stitch into that first chain 3, which acts as your first double crochet for the first set of chain. So that's what it's going to look like. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then we're going to be working our way next into the sides, these four corners, which is the openings that we created with those chain threes. So to get to the corner, you're just going to pretty much slip stitch into the double crochet until you get to the corner. So one slip stitch and then two slip stitch. You should be at your first corner. I'm going to just go ahead and chain 3 and then 2 double crochets into that corner. So that's what that looks like. And then chain 3 and then 2 double crochets into that same corner. And because we need to get back to that end of the corner, just chain 3 and then you're going to connect that by slip stitching it to the very first to the corner of that first insert. So it's going to look something like that. Hopefully you can see it. And then continue to slip stitch to get to the other opening. So 1, 2, and 3, and you should be at your other corner, your other opening. And this corner is going to look exactly, well, the next 2 corners is going to look exactly like that first corner. So you're just going to chain 3. And then 2 double crochets into that opening. It should look like that. Chain 3. And then 2 double crochets into the same opening. And same process as the other side. You're going to chain 3 and then slip stitch it into that opening so that creates your third double crochet. And then you're going to just slip stitch until you get to your third opening. So it should start to look briefly like that, your basic cross. I'm sorry, I'm tongue tied again. And then you're going to do the same process, chain 3. And then 2 double crochets into that opening. And then chain 3. And 2 double crochets into the same opening. And then to create that third double crochet, just chain 3 and slip stitch into the same opening. So you should have 3 sides right about now. Now we're going to create the extension part, which is the bottom of the cross. So we're going to slip stitch until we get to the very last opening. And this one's just going to be a little bit different. Same basic pattern, but just a little bit different. Chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 3, go ahead and do 3 double crochets this time. This is the last one, so we're going to do 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. Chain 1, and then you're going to turn your work so that you could slip stitch and then get to the center of that, because again we're doing the extension of the cross. We're doing pretty much the handle. So we're gonna, I don't slip stitch into the first one, I slip stitch into the second one just because I chained one after I ended that row. But if you do not do the chain, then just go ahead and slip stitch into the first double crochet. So slip stitch until you get back into your center, and then repeat the process. 3 chain stitches, and then 2 double crochets. Chain 3, and then we're going to add 3 double crochets into the same space. And that's what it should look like. And I'm going to add one more row. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to turn my work back over, and I'm going to slip stitch into the second one, and then slip stitch again until I get to the middle of the opening. And then I am going to do my very last chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 3, and then my very last 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. From here, I just basically do my chain, flip my work, and then I slip stitch into my work just to kind of tie my thread into my last one. And then of course you're going to cut off your ends, and that's it. That's really it. I add a little bit of adhesive, of course, just so it doesn't come out. And that's it. You're pretty much done. Just add your earring pieces so that you can make them earrings or whatever. If you want to add a necklace or a keychain, if you want to use bigger yarn to make them a little bit bigger, definitely do that. I saw some people had, like keychains, so that's also an idea. And I just kind of pull on the ends to make it a little bit sharper. But that's pretty much your complete pattern. Again, this is what the earrings look like. I use black because black is pretty much a basic color, and you can wear it with anything, but I like color. I'll do rainbow or yellow, red, any bright color that is just around. I just think black is so boring. But that's neither here nor there. I hope this helped. Again, you can find any of my items, the purchased products, in my Etsy shop. If you want to go into the comments, I should have all of my information listed in there by the time the video has posted. If you have any questions or anything you want to see specifically, definitely inbox me. I'm always trying to do new patterns for people who are requesting it. I just got a request to do a sweater, so that's probably going to be my very next video. Happy crocheting. Love you guys. Bye.